I am here with Green Central School in the Central Identity Project. We are making the biggest mural on a public school in the world, maybe.
So we're having our first community paint day for the Central Identity Project. And we are painting section B of a large-scale mural that's going to be on the outside of Green Central School and installed at the end of the summer.
It's going to be 180 feet long and 10 feet off the ground.
Down here. No, wrong one. This one. This triangle. Keep it in the triangle.
Nobody knows where Green Central School is because it's just a big brick building.
People just drive in, like, oh, it's a school. Like, it's a normal, boring school.
You want to go to that school?
She wanted to get a mural out there that really celebrated that this is a place of learning, that this is a great diverse neighborhood, that we have beautiful children there at that school.
Because when you look at the school, you can't look like inside, like see this mural. To show that this school has a lot of culture and a lot of art and a lot of colors.
And you follow me and you do all of the...
We are actually using a technique that has not been used before in Minneapolis.
We paint the whole mural on strips of a lightweight synthetic canvas. It's called parachute cloth or polytab. And what this allows is people that can't stand on scaffolding, they can't climb ladders, they can't stand at all, and those that need to sit down, those that need a table, those that are too short, those that are too tall, to have their hands in it.
And then later it will be fused to the wall and painted over with all these layers of gel, and it becomes a part of the wall, and it's actually much better for our winters here in Minneapolis.
Oh my gosh, what happens when you mix blue and red? Blue and red make football.
Central neighborhood is historically an African American neighborhood. Recently it's gone through a lot of transitions. We still have our African American residents, but we also have a large number of Latino residents, a growing number of Somali residents. We're seeing some issues, maybe people not knowing their neighbors, there's language barriers.
It is a neighborhood that is really in need of a real community spirit. I think that the school is the hub of a community, and I think that that school has not been seen in that way for a while. And these kind of projects really bring people to the school,
where they could be creating something and at the same time getting to know their neighbors. We went out, we talked to the neighborhood, we talked to youth, and we really heard that people wanted a project that celebrated the history and the diverse culture of the Central neighborhoods.
It's like a whole story of how the community started, how everything, like, how people suffered and how we get along together. How important this community is to us.
I grew up in this community, born and raised here. Everyone's dream was to go to Central High School. When they knocked down our school, it impacted the whole community. It impacted us a great deal. This project means so much. It means a giving back of a land, of a building to its former residents that felt pushed out.
Strokes of the real color so that the other color breathes underneath, and then it looks amazing from far away. And every Thursday and Saturday, starting today, this is our first Thursday, from July 11th to August 10th, we are going to be working on a different section of the mural at different locations throughout Central neighborhood. We have youth studio days that are going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at Green Central at our youth studio, specifically focused on them learning the skills, them doing large sections of the mural, and really owning the painted mural that will live on the outside of their school.
It feels good to say, yeah, I made a mural in my school. I did a good thing in my school. Instead of just putting it on my record and, oh no, she went to detention or something like that.
There it is.
We're in front of the mural that we did during the school year.
In the after-school program called Art on the Wall with Greta.
We got to see it develop from, you know, just an outline, a sketch, to something really concrete and beautiful that's reflective of all the students and the cultures in our building. Well, a lot of my students are nonverbal, and yet they're always pointing to something new.
It changed the whole lunchroom into like a beautiful and happy lunchroom that other people would be laughing, because before this people were just bored. Many people didn't want to eat in the lunchroom.
It actually got louder.
Yeah, it got louder. It
really
got
louder.
It got louder.
We have also worked very closely with the Central Neighborhood organization Can Do. They just gave us a very generous $1,000 donation.
It brings the neighborhood together, young, old, various races, ethnicities, etc. It's something that all of us can get behind and support, and it's happening at the school, which is key to the development of our neighborhood.
I have the best team. We have 4 or 5 interns and assistants who are working in the youth studio, who are working in my studio, who are working the community paint days. I help prime these canvases so that they are ready to be painted on. I help with the projecting of the like mural design on the canvas, and I'm also participating in community paint days, so I'm doing it all, kinda. Meeting all the new people from the last week, I've made so many like new friends, and it's nice to bond over like something so fun as painting.
It's better for like kids our age, like teenagers, because instead of just like doing drugs or like getting in with a bad crowd, you could be painting and having actually fun instead of just like destroying your future.
We often talk about how we want to put past things aside, like racism, sexism, socioeconomic poverty in our community. And I'm here doing it with people who are believers. And we're representing other people who are believers too.